All right, here we have the 2024 Road Glide, the brand new Road Glide in the Alpine Green colorway and the chrome. You gotta love the chrome. And the cool thing about the Alpine Green colorway is that it's always available in chrome. You can't get blacked out option no matter what bike you pick in the Harley lineup. If you get Alpine Green, you're getting chrome, and I love chrome. Shark nose fairing with the new LED accoutrements. Got dual disc brakes, 320 in the front, crash bar. Very, very well put together. There's the new LED indicators and brake lights integrated in the tail, which is awesome. And you got your 2-into-2 exhaust. But wow, that's awesome. You got the new wheels, and it's equipped with the 117 Milwaukee 8 engine. And I love that engine. It's so good. Looking forward to this. This one's equipped with the Tour Pack, the King Tour Pack with the backrest. That is optional equipment. This opens up from the side. Yep, look at all that space. A little bit different than the CVO. The CVO had a little pouch and pocket and stuff like that, but here you get this little rubber pad, and then boom. And of course it's got the quick detach. Yeah, that's it. Lever's right there. Quick detach, and look at all this space inside here that you have. That is boom. On my Heritage, I got a 1990s Heritage saddlebags. You got to pull from here, but this is a lot easier. And of course, you get these wind deflectors for a little extra protection down low. Let's climb aboard. All right, I'm 6 foot tall, 32-inch inseam, and my Indy Ridge boots are firmly flat on the ground with a generous knee bend. All right, let's square up and kick the kickstand up. Kickstand's got this nice little bar right there that you can reach easily with my 32-inch inseam. And this is the story of the new 2024 models, is this 16-inch TFT screen. Just like it was on the 2023 CVOs, they brought this now into the standard Road Glide and Street Glide models, which is fantastic. The only thing that's really different that I've noticed when I was riding the CVO, and it's here the same, is that the buttons for your lights are back here. All your rider modes and things like that are right here. So we got rain, we have road, we have sport, and then my understanding is you have some customizable modes as well they have access to. Not as many as in the CVO, but you just hit that button right here and it brings up the menu in the center console. And if you want your navigation, you pop that up right there, and boom, there's your navigation. It's fantastic. Now there's a subscription that you have to have. It's like $350. It ties it into your phone. If you have Apple, it's Apple CarPlay ready. Android stopped two-wheel support recently, so it's not Android compatible, but that's not Harley's fault. That's Android's fault. They don't respect and like motorcyclists, apparently. So you Android users, you might want to switch to iPhones. Your cruise control is right here on top. Used to be down below on the Softails and the Road King Special. It's down here, but it's up here right now. And of course your traction control off and on is right here. But there's a ton of videos out there that go through the different menu options, and Harley's Davidson has a couple cool ones that they released, so I'm going to link those in below and give you some more in-depth information on the navigational screen that's on this. But it comes with what appears to be 8-inch mini apes, and of course the Road Glide is the All-American touring bike that has the fixed fairing to the frame and not to the fork, so your wheel moves independently from the fairing. And initially I thought that was going to be weird, but it's not. It's not any different than, you know, the Street Glide and the Road Glide experience. You ride it like a normal motorcycle. There's really no difference. You got some cool things here with these pockets for storage. You have your plug-in for your phone is right there. It's got a female adapter, so you can just stick your phone right in there and close it. And this will fit a water bottle. That's confirmed. Otherwise, you know, the accoutrements, this is your gas refill right here. You got your steering lock right here for your security. Plus there's on-built proximity security with your key fob. And we have your sound system built in. I don't see any Rockford Fosgate badging, so that might be different. We're in neutral, so we should be able to start right up. Let's hear that exhaust. Not bad, not bad at all. Oops. Hit a cone. 2 points. But yeah, it's pretty cool navigation stuff. Shows you what your tire pressure is in the front and the back, which is pretty cool. And it's got this nice little shake at idle, you know, it's got that engineered shake built into it. Woo! All right. Getting a little bit of wind buffeting initially here, but not too bad. Oh yeah, I love the Road Glide fairing because it makes you feel more connected with the road. You know, the last Road Glide I rode was the Fast Johnny, the ST, and I'm recalling that experience right now. Very nice in the turns. Low speed handling, yeah, I'm in first gear and it's you know, blah, 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 blah. It feels very luggy-ish at that low gear. That vibration that I was talking about is present as you're rolling at, you know, very slow speeds. But I don't feel like the engine's about to drop out, you know. I have the power there if I need it at the low speed. Clutch a little bit tighter than what I've been riding recently with the Softails. It's kind of similar to what I experienced on the Street Bob. So it's definitely a little bit tighter. Makes you want to click in the neutral here to relax your finger. So that's interesting, that's different. But height-wise, I can see, you know, right over this little windscreen that they give you that stands about 5 inches tall and clips on top of the fairing. But this baby turns on a dime, so easy. A lot easier than the Fat Boy, that's for sure. With that 240 rear tire. And the way that this tank is set up, almost 6 gallons of gasoline capacity, it hugs your inner thighs. So as you're turning in the corners, it gives you that much more confidence. Clutch feel on the foot control is very smooth. It's like butter. And I know it's got a tour pack behind me, but I'm not feeling it. But I am getting some wind buffering as we get up here to 50 miles per hour. Getting a little bit of helmet noise that I'm not used to with the other motorcycles from Harley Davidson that I've been test riding. And I had the same issue with the CVO Street Glide that I rode, but this is not as bad. And I'll get used to it. But if I was to have this particular motorcycle, I might experiment with a little bit taller of a wind deflector, or just change out my helmet to a showy 1250 or something that's known to be very quiet. Right now I'm running the Biltwell lane splitter, and I doubt you guys will be picking up this helmet noise that I'm hearing because I didn't hear it in my video for the CVO, so I'm assuming all this is going to be the same. But it's there, and that would affect my music if I was listening to it through my helmet, my Sena 10S Boom 10S Harley Davidson communicator that's made by Sena. But you do have the speakers built into the fairing, so you might listen to speakers and sound that way. I don't know. Never had a motorcycle with sound, and so I don't know how I would use the sound system. But ergonomics, I have a generous elbow bend, so it's very comfortable. Go into road mode here. Looking in the sport. Get some power. Woo! Yeah, so with the way these mini apes are set up is I feel very much like my T-bar setup on my Heritage, where I feel sporty, though I'm about 3 inches lower. So it's a little more comfortable, I guess. But the 117 engine is just, you can, you know, people say they can't tell a difference between the 114 and 117. The way this is set up and geared, it feels smoother on this Road Glide comparative to, let's say, what I'm experiencing on the Heritage or the Fat Boy 114. I'm in third gear, 50. I'm not doing anything, not even putting a dent in the engine's capabilities. Let's drop down the second. Enjoy some of that engine rumble as we push it towards 5,000. But yeah, plenty of power. Plenty of power. And the Road Glide fairing does a good job. It does a little bit more than the Street Glide in this section here, because you have material here that's kind of blocking the wind, where with the Batwing fairing it comes up right behind your hand controls, and you got your mirrors built in. With the Road Glide, the mirrors are on perch mount on the handlebars, and so I'm feeling nothing on my chest at all. The only wind I'm having is with my helmet area. Someone told me that in Florida the Street Glide is the better of the two because of all the rain that we have, and the Batwing fairing does a better job with the rain. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I've heard it from two different sources, and who knows if they're perpetuating the same myth. And unfortunately, that's one of those things that I can't confirm unless I do it. So maybe one day I'll test ride a Street Glide and a Road Glide in the rain, and we'll see which one gets you more wet. But you're going to get wet regardless. But this is definitely the ultimate touring machine. At that top box. Now, it doesn't have lowers. That's where you get into the Ultra Limited. And for 2024, the Ultra Limited is set up just like the 2023. So you're not getting digital dash. You're getting the analog controls with the Ultra Limited. So you're getting all the gauges and dials. And that's a good thing. I think if people still want that style of motorcycle, then that choice is there for you. Harley has stepped into the next generation of technology, but still have delivered an air-cooled, well, partially air-cooled, we'll get into that in a second, product. And, you know, the dash controls and the way it's been laid out pretty much have stayed the same, with only the radio being the big difference in the most recent generation. But going back to 2000, you got, you know, dials, and you had a radio, and that was it until this year. And now we have a full dash of technology as we traverse the corner. Oh, so nice in the corners. Does a great job. Very well handling bike. It handles better than a lot of the Softails. And last year I rode every single Harley Davidson, and I ranked the 2023 Fat Boy as the top Softail, and I ranked the Road Glide ST as the top touring model. And the Road Glide ST and this Road Glide here outperforms the Fat Boy as a riding experience. So it's the top dog in my book. That's the second time I've done that, where I've just casually clipped that. So I don't remember ever doing that before, but I've done it twice. Interesting. Be curious in the comments if you've done that. You flipped that kill switch inadvertently. Let's get it. Rev limiter 45, 46 in first gear, in case you're wondering. Yeah, I heard that the Road Glide and the Street Glides have a maximum speed limiter built into it. And of course you have your top of the gear limiters as well. Little birdie told me those can be programmed out if you know the right people. But yeah, I definitely think the Road Glide is the pinnacle of Harley Davidson's prowess, and its finest example of the all-American touring experience. Though I still have an affinity for the look of the Street Glide front fairing, and I haven't ridden the 2024 yet. It's coming soon. In fact, at the end of this video, just click in the right hand corner and you'll see that review, that first ride. But yeah, I'm riding all the bikes this year. this year at Seminole Harley and also at Daytona International Speedway. And any of those first ride reviews, I'll be able to do a little bit of high speed demonstrations, because those are unguided demos. Yeah, effortlessly. Oh yeah, she'll eat. She'll eat all day, every day, twice on Sunday, baby. She's got the power. Excellent braking. I just tapped on the rear brakes a little bit and it gave me everything that I needed. Which it should. I mean, it's link braking, so the front and the rear brakes are linked. And that's wonderful. Go up this little hill here. Easy peasy. Oh, it's so good. You're gonna see probably a lot of people hopping on these 2024s. I mean, if you're a Gen Xer, I'm a Gen Xer, so we've been waiting for something from Harley Davidson that still has air-cooled engine and gives you technology. Now, I mentioned earlier that I'll get to it in a little bit, and here's where I'm going to get to it. It's not fully air-cooled engine. The top of the heads are water-cooled. Now, I don't know what that means for maintenance, but usually when you got water, you got a radiator. So, one more thing, I guess, huh? Oh, that turning is so easy. I love it. And they changed where they're introducing air into the intake, into the bike, and how they're delivering the water. They're doing the rear cylinder first, and then moving forward as it cools into the front cylinder. That's a change for this year. It's just feedback that they got from, I guess, services performed on previous models of that technology. I would like to thank Seminole Harley here in Sanford, Florida for hosting this demo ride. It wasn't free for them. They actually have to pay for this truck to show up. So let's appreciate them doing that and give us an opportunity to ride these models. All right, as we approach the corral, let me give you my final thoughts on the 2024 Road Glide. As I mentioned, based on my test ride experience within the Harley platform, I'm giving my recommendation for the Road Glide as the best touring model in their current lineup. And this year, it receives my Bike of the Year nod across all of Harley's platforms. Its reduced weight, 117 cubic inch power plant, link brakes, standard ABS, quick shifter, LED illumination all around, and the Skyline OS navigation with 12.3 touchscreen, all coming in at a price point that is more competitive than last year, makes the Road Glide an easy choice for my Bike of the Year. How does the Road Glide compare to Harley's previous All-American Grand Touring model, the Ultra Limited? Harley is moving away from the Ultra Limited platform. The original touring platform with roots dating back to the early 70s with the Electric Glide. Harley has decided to do more with less models of bikes, and moving forward will provide you with a dealer-installed package add-ons to convert your Road Glide or Street Glide to an Ultra by offering different accessory packages. For instance, the long haul package gives you the base accessories needed, like a more comfortable touring seat, a wind deflector for engine heat to be diverted from your passenger, a tour pack mounting system, different floorboards, a heel-to-toe shifter, a vehicle hole control kit, great for when you come to a stop on an incline, and upgraded passenger floorboards for increased maneuverability and space. That being said, if the look of the traditional gauges in a fully outfitted and ready-to-tour turnkey solution is your preference, this is the last year for the Ultra Limited. In my review of the Ultra Limited versus this Alpine Green Road Glide equipped with the King Tour Pack, I could feel the 80-pound weight difference with the Ultra Limited at low speeds, especially at the front of the bike. At road speed, there was no noticeable difference. With the Batwing fairing equipped Ultra Limited, however, I did experience the same amount of wind buffeting, just like with the Street Glide. The Road Glide MSRP is $25,999 in its base color of billiard gray, with a chrome trimmed engine and accessories. Switching to black trim will add $1,350. Any color selected besides billiard gray will cost additional, and there are several colors from which to choose. Some colors are only available in chrome or black trims. ABS, security, cruise control are all standard features. Freight is $850 and is charged to the dealer and passed along to you. Dealers also charge for uncrating and setting up of the bike. Other fees such as tax, tag, and title will also be collected upon purchase. As we move into 2025, I know this about the Road Glide pricing. In 2025, the MSRP will increase over that of the Street Glide by a reported $1,000. The sales of the Road Glide have outsold those of the Street Glide. I believe overall, since the weight reduction for 2024, more riders are choosing the new Road Glide over the Street Glide. Harley-Davidson has offered its dealers up to $8,000 in incentives to offer consumers for all remaining new old stock models from the 2023 and 2024 lineup. It is now a buyer's economy, and those with great to excellent credit scores will enjoy additional incentives such as low 3.99% financing from Harley-Davidson Financial. Not all dealers participate in Harley's incentive programs, so check your dealer's social media pages to see if they are posting these incentives. If you're looking for a high-quality touring bike, the Harley-Davidson Road Glide is a great option. I highly recommend taking this bike for a test ride. If you're interested in learning more about the 2024 Harley-Davidson Road Glide, please visit your local Harley-Davidson dealer. You can also find more information about the Road Glide in the description below. Thanks for coming along with me on this one. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and considering subscribing for more Harley-Davidson content. Coming up next is your choice of my 2024 Street Glide ride and review or review of the Harley-Davidson Ultra Limited. Click the box that matches your interest. Until next time, I'm Kenny Quest reminding you, if you ride, keep the shiny side up, and if you don't ride, what are you waiting for? Buy the motorcycle. Take care.